Race number 1, Triple H Cherry, Noble Vic, Cameron Brent, Dusty Lane Dancer, Amazing Curtis, LH Marbell, Classic Tycoon, Medley Caramy, and Kate Finesse. They're off and pacing. Noble Vic moves out for the early lead. Up on the outside, Classic Tycoon gets away second. Down inside, Triple H Cherry is third. Cameron Brent on the limb. They move by the 8th and into the backstretch. Out front, leading the way by 2 lengths, is Noble Vic. The inside racing second, Triple H Cherry. Kate Finesse is sitting third on the inside. Dusty Lane Dancer has 4. Moving up into 5 is Amazing Curtis. Racing from 6 is Medley Caramy, finding a spot at the rail, and racing from 7 is Classic Tycoon. Then Cameron Brent and LH Marbell trails the field. Single file as they move past the 3/8. 30 and 4 was the opening quarter. They continue off the top turn. Noble Vic continuing to chart the path by a length and a half. Triple H Cherry gets the golden trip. Kate Finesse tied up third. Amazing Curtis first over in 4. Dusty Lane Dancer locked in at the rail, racing from 5. Medley Caramy a second over in 6. From 7 is Cameron Brent, then Classic Tycoon, and LH Marbell is trailing. They move past the half and continue into the turn. It's still Noble Vic with the lead. Amazing Curtis moving up second on the outside. Triple H Cherry at the rail is pacing a third. Kate Finesse locked in 4th. Medley Caramy on the outside from 5, followed by Dusty Lane Dancer with nowhere to go at the rail in 6. They continue down the backstretch. The half in 1:03 and 2. They approach the 3/4. Noble Vic is clear now by 4 lengths. Triple H Cherry is still racing second as they move past the 3/4. Up on the outside is Medley Caramy now racing second. Triple H Cherry is third. They continue on to the upper turn. Up on the outside, 3 wide in 4 is Cameron Brent. They continue past the 7/8. 1:35 the 3/4. It's Noble Vic by 4 lengths. Then we go back second to Medley Caramy, another gap of 4 lengths to Kate Finesse racing third. They move off the top turn and straighten out for the payoff. Noble Vic well in control. Second is Medley Caramy, Kate Finesse on the outside third. But it's all Noble Vic. Finishing second is Medley Caramy, Kate Finesse is third. Riding back in victory lane, the first race winner, number 2, Noble Vic, a 4-year-old son of Noble Hartack. The Keith Robberly, Robert Laffin driving. Mile in 2:06 and 1/5. Race number 2, Midnight Treasure, Lady Herod, Cynthia L, Smokin' Jig Time, Satellite Fern, A Little Sport, Mr. PETA, NS Playboy, and Wind Chimes Red. They're off at the rail. Midnight Treasure's away to grab the early lead. Cynthia L up on the outside. On the far outside, A Little Sport hustled up 3 deep, looking for the top spot as they move by the 8th. And taking over the lead is A Little Sport. Midnight Treasure gets away second. Cynthia L at the rail is third. Lady Harrods sits out the rail racing in 4. Mr. PETA next in line has 5. From 6 is Smokin' Jig Time. They continue down the backstretch past the opening quarter. Out front, leading the way as they continue into the turn is A Little Sport by a length and a half. Midnight Treasure is second. Cynthia L at the rail is third. Racing 4th is Lady Harrods. Tied up in 5, Mr. PETA. Smokin' Jig Time has 6. NS Playboy on the move on the outside from 7. Racing in 8 is Satellite Fern. To the outside for the back, Wind Chimes Red. 31 and 1 the opening panel. They move off the top turn. A Little Sport continues to chart the path. Getting a good journey is Midnight Treasure second. Then a gap of 2 lengths back to Cynthia L third. Lady Harrods at the rail is 4th. NS Playboy moving up on the outside. Moving out to pick up cover is Mr. PETA from 6. Wind Chimes Red has 7. 8th is Smokin' Jig Time, and at the back of the field, Satellite Fern. They move on to the backside for the final time. 1:02 and 4 was the half. A Little Sport continuing out front. A length and a half advantage over Midnight Treasure. Cynthia Ellis third. NS Playboy the outside has 4. Lady Harrods nowhere to go 5. Mr. PETA on the limb from 6. In 7 is Smoking Jig Time. They move past the 3/4. A Little Sport still the boss by a length and a half. Midnight Treasure is still racing second. And as Playboy has moved up on the outside for third, Mr. Pita getting a second over Journey. Down inside, Cynthia L is locked in. Here comes Lady Harrods now swinging 3 wide. They move off the top turn, 134 the 3/4. They straighten out for the stretch drive. A Little Sport still with the lead. Midnight Treasure second, and as Playboy in the far outside. Lady Harrods closing up quickly through the stretch. A Little Sport, Midnight Treasure, Lady Harrods. A Little Sport wins it. It's close for second between Midnight Treasure and Lady Harrods. Driving the mile in 2:06 3/5. Race number 3, Gyro Club Pace, Township Twister, Phillips Express, Zero Stratus, Better Berman, Kilkerran Jewel, Sample Philly, Putty Green, Playboy's Duchess, and LF Beauty. They are off and pacing. Township Twister away from the rail, looking for the lead. Phillips Express up on the outside is second. Sample Philly is 3 wide third, settling in the 4-spot Zero Stratus. They move into the backstretch for the first time. Phillips Express from the outside now continues on to grab the lead. Township Twister gets away in the pocket. Zero Stratus down at the rail is racing third. Sample Philly has found a seat at the rail in 4. LF Beauty races from 5. Kilkerran Jewel has 6. Putty Green takes a look at a 7 as they continue on to the 3H. Moving up into 8 is Playboy's Duchess, and Better Barman is at the back of the field. They're midway through the upper turn. Phillips Express charts the early path. A length and a half lead over Township Twister. Here comes Sample Philly now moving up first over, racing third. Zero Stratus out the rail is locked in 4th. Putty Green second over, racing in a 5. Kilkerran Jewel on the outside has 6. LF Beauty out the rail locked in 7. Then we go back to Playboy's Duchess, and the trailer is Better Barman. 29 seconds was the opening quarter. They dipped into the lower bend, moving to the 5/8. Phillips Express is still the boss by a length and a half. They were by the half in a minute 2/5. Sample Philly in the outside second. Township Twister down out the rail. Putty Green now coming 3 wide 4th, 5th, and locked in. As they continue down the backstretch is Zero Stratus, Kilkerran Jewel going 3 wide out of 6. Playboy's Duchess, LF Beauty, and Better Barman. They move past the 3/4. Phillips Express is clear now by 3 open lengths as they move on to the 7/8. Township Twister on the inside. Kilkerran Jewel out there 3 wide, races third. Putty Green in the center is 4th. Zero Stratus nowhere to go 5. On the inside, LF Beauty is sitting in 6. 1/8 left to come as they move off the top turn. 3/4 in 1:31 4/5 seconds through the stretch for the final time. Phillips Express by 3.5, 4 lengths. Township Twister is racing second. Zero Stratus in the inside third. Kilkerran Jewel, but it will be Phillips Express winning it. Finishing second is Township Twister. Up for third, LF Beauty. Back in victory lane, the winner of the third race, the Gyro Club Pace, number 2, Phillips Express, a 4-year-old son of Cloud Cover, owned by Owen Phillips of Windsor. Henry Smallwood driving. Phillips Express gets a new race record, 2:04. In victory lane, making the cooler presentation, the president of the Gyro Club, Colin McPhee, and his wife Jacqueline. Race number 4 has Dorana, Stip Leaves Girl, Bionic Trick, Feature Edition, Supreme Classic, Bonds Boy, Winanola, Naughty Bean, and JG's Goldie. They're off and pacing. Stip Leaves Girl gets the first call. Feature Edition up on the outside. Out the rail is Dorana. Down inside, JG's Goldie gets away fourth. Up on the limb and racing from 5 is Supreme Classic. They move by the 8th on their way to the opening quarter. Out front, Stip Leaves Girl by length, Feature Edition. Parked out racing second. Dorana at the rail gets away racing third. Supreme Classic fourth as they continue on past the opening quarter. Moving on to the lead is Feature Edition. Stip Leaves Girl is racing second. On the inside, Dorana third. JG's Goldie, Bionic Trick. Then we go back to Supreme Classic, Bonds Boy, Winanola, and Naughty Bean is out the back. Single file as they move past the 3/8. Out front, Feature Edition leads it by a length and a half. Stip Leaves Girl will get a pocket journey. The inside, and racing 3 is Dorana, holding down the 4 spot. JG's Goldie from 5 is Bionic Trick. Supreme Classic looks at it from 6. Bonds Boy has 7. Outside in 8 is Naughty Bean, and treading the field now is Winanola. 29-3 was the opening quarter. They were by the half in 59 4/5 seconds. Moving on to the 5/8. Feature Edition maintaining a 1-length lead as they continue down the backstretch. Moving up on the outside, a challenge for the lead is JG's Goldie. Bionic Trick on the outside is sitting third. On the inside, Stip Leaves Girl races fourth. They continue on past the 3/4, and JG's Goldie leads it by a length and a half. On the outside, Bionic Trick is now second. Moving up on the outside, third is Stip Leaves Girl. Fourth and dropping back at the rail is Feature Edition. On the outside, 3 wide and 5 is Naughty Bean. They're midway through the final turn. JG's Goldie is clear by 4 lengths. Bionic Trick second, then a gap of 2.5 to Stip Leaves Girl racing third. Off the turn and down the lane they come for the final time. It's all JG's Goldie. Bionic Trick is second. Stip Leaves Girl is third. This one belongs to JG's Goldie. Second is Bionic Trick. Winanola getting up for third. Riding back in victory lane, the 4th race winner, number 9, JG's Goldie. 7-year-old mare by Keystone Champion. Owned and trained by Angus McLean of Port Hood. Danny Gillis driving. Mile in 2:01 2/5. Fifth race of the afternoon. Spirit Burner, Portobello Count, Kilkerran Jade, Baron Butch, Bucky's Libby, Kilkerran Escort, Escapade Hanover, Shadow Ace, and Charlotte Sis. They are off and pacing. Spirit Burner away from the rail, grabs the lead. On the outside, Kilkerran Jade away second. On the inside, Charlotte Sis is pacing third. Portobello Count settling in fourth. On the limb, Baron Butch from 5. The inside, Bucky's Libby has 6. The outside and backing off to find a seat in 7 is Kilkerran Escort. From 8, Escapade Hanover. They move down the backstretch with Shadow Ace at the back of the field. They move past the opening quarter. On top is Spirit Burner. Now hustling up quickly on the outside for second is Baron Butch. On the inside, Charlotte Sis races third. Kilkerran Jade finds room at the rail in 4. Portobello Count takes a look from 5. Bucky's Libby has 6. Outside and moving in 7 is Escapade Hanover. Racing in 8, Kilkerran Escort and Shadow Ace can see them all as they move off the top turn. 30-4 was the opening quarter. They race in front of the grandstand for time 1. Spirit Burner, Baron Butch on the outside is giving chase. On the inside, getting a good journey, Charlotte Sis is third. Kilkerran Jade on the outside, covered up, racing 4th. 5th is Portobello Count. Bucky's Libby to the outside in 6, Kilkerran Escort. Then Escapade Hanover, and still trailing is Shadow Ace. They were by the half in 1:01 4/5 seconds. Down the backside for the final time. Baron Butch now forging to the top. Spirit Burner is second, looking to get off the rail. Third is Charlotte Sis on the outside. Kilkerran Jade is fourth. Going up 3 wide on the outside is Bucky's Libby. They continue on to the upper turn. Baron Butch by a length and a half. Bucky's Libby is now racing second. Spirit Burner third. Kilkerran Jade fourth. Going up 3 wide on the outside, Escapade Hanover. They race past the 7/8, 132 and 4 the 3/4. Baron Butch by a length. Bucky's Libby in pursuit. Second, Escapade Hanover now races third. Portobello County, the extreme outside, is fourth. Down the lane for the final time. Baron Butch, Bucky's Libby in the outside. Escapade Hanover is third. Baron Butch will prevail. Second is Bucky's Libby. And finishing third, it looks like Escapade Hanover. Running back, the 5th race winner, number 4, Baron Butch, a 6-year-old son of J.H. Barron, over Ray Fraser of Moncton. Danny O'Brien driving, the mile in 2:03 2/5. Race number 6, Lotta Blue, Hawthorne Suzette, Bunky's Bryden, T-Bear Paper Doll, Ben Bishop, C.A. McD, Lonesome Moonbeam, Pepper Allen, and Sterling Orr. They're off and pacing. Hawthorne Suzette away with Bunky's Bryden. Those two out battling for the early lead. Ben Bishop moves 3 wide, third on the inside. Fourth is Sterling Orr. They continue on by the 8th. C.A. McD gets away racing in 5. From 6 is Lonesome Moonbeam. Pepper Allen settles in 7. Lotta Blue gets away racing in 8. And the early trailer is T-Bear Paper Doll. They continue down the backside. Moving on past the opening quarter. Out front with the lead by a length is Hawthorne Suzette. Sitting tied up in the pocket is Sterling Orr down inside. And racing out of 3 as they continue into the turn. C.A. McD parked out Bucky's Bryden. They move past the 3/8, 29 and 2 was the opening quarter. Bucky's Bryden back up on the outside once again to challenge for the lead as they move off the top turn. Hawthorne Suzette has the lead. On the outside, Bucky's Bryden gets the parking ticket second. On the inside, a good journey for Sterling Orr third. Outside covered up in 4 is C.A. McD. 5th at the rail, that's Ben Bishop. Lonesome Moonbeam looking to the outside. Then Pepper Allen. On the move on the outside is Lotta Blue. And T-Bear Paper Doll is at the back of the field, the half and a minute flat. They continue on to the backside for the final time. It's still Hawthorne Suzette by a length. Sterling Orr racing second. Bucky's Bryden on the limb third. C.A. McD 3 wide fourth. Down inside, Ben Bishop has 5. Moving up 3 wide on the outside within striking range. 6th is Lotta Blue. They continue past the 3/4. Hawthorne Suzette now has it by a length and a half. Sterling Orr giving chase second on the outside. C.A. McD is third. Lotta Blue racing 3 wide fourth. Ben Bishop at the rail in 5. 3/4 in 1:31 2/5 seconds. They continue off the top turn. It's Hawthorne Suzette leading it now by 2.5 lengths. Sterling Orr trying to hang in second. On the outside, third is C.A. McD. Lotta Blue is fourth. Down the stretch for the final time. Hawthorne Suzette, Sterling Orr, C.A. McD. Hawthorne Suzette will win it. Finishing second is Sterling Orr. It's close for third. Back in the winner's enclosure, the 6th race winner, number 2, Hawthorne Suzette, a 5-year-old mare by Explosive BC, by Robert Gordon of Elmsdale PEI, trained by Blaine McKenna. Danny Gillis with the second win of the afternoon. A mile in 2:01 3/5. Race number 7, Hardy Blue, Hawkeye Charamar, Forward Pass, Trey Grand, Magian Maverick, Only Ashley, Overdue Ralph, Glenora Fern, and Fit and Chips. They're off and pacing. Forward pass away looking for the early lead. Hardy Blue moving out second. Up on the outside, that's Trey Grand third. Moving up to find a seat, Giant Maverick is fourth. On the limb in 5 is Glenora Fern. Hawkeye Charmer gets away at the rail in 6. Overdue Ralph has 7. Only Ashley racing from 8. And 9th and treading is Fit and Chips. Seating arrangements complete as they move on to the opening quarter. On top, Trey Grand by a length and a half. Inside, racing second is Forward Pass. Next in line, Hardy Blue is third. Giant Maverick starts up on the outside, fourth. At the rail in 5, Glenora Fern. Then Hawkeye Charmer races from 6. In 7 is Overdue Ralph. Only Ashley has 1 horse beaten. That's Fit and Chips as they move off the top turn. 29 and 4 was the opening quarter. They travel in front of the grandstand, approaching the half. Trey Grand now being pressured by Giant Maverick on the outside, who's second. To the inside, getting a good journey. Forward Pass is third. Hawkeye Charamar now with a 3-wide brush as they move into the lower turn. There are 3 of them across the track as they race onto the 5/8. Trey Grand at the rail. Giant Maverick in the center. Down inside, Forward Pass is third on the outside, and caught out 3-wide. Hawkeye Charamar is fourth. They continue down the backside for the final time. The half in a minute, 3/5. Trey Grand still with the lead. On the outside, that's Giant Maverick racing second on the far outside. Overdue Ralph moving up into contention third. Forward Pass on the inside, looks for room fourth. Hawkeye Charmer on the limb in 5. Sixth is only Ashley. Glenora Fern in 7, then Fit and Chips. And Hardy Blue trailing. They move on to the 7/8. 1:31 and 1, the 3/4. Trey Grand leading it by 2 lengths. Forward Pass is racing second. Giant Maverick third. Glenora Fern saving ground on the inside fourth. Down the lane they come for the final time. Trey Grand, Forward Pass, Glenora Fern. It will be Trey Grand to win it. Forward Pass finishes second. It's close for third. Back in victory lane, the 7th race winner, number 4, Trey Grand. 6-year-old mare by Genghis Khan, by Mark McDonald and Keith Carney. Trained and driven by Emmons McKay, the mile in 2:01. Race number 8, Cherokee Hanover, Weston Miracle, Cart Lane Kid, Hillview Alora, Nicky Mint, Kokan Fella, Lamborghini's Pride, Yadu, and Reality's Choice. They're off and pacing. Cherokee Hanover at the rail is away, quickly looking for the lead. Weston Miracle second up on the outside. And 4 wide into the first turn is Hillview Alora. They head for the opening 8th. Hillview Alora on the outside. Out the rail, Cherokee Hanover leads it. Hillview Alora will settle in the pocket. Weston Miracle gets away racing in a 3. Out the rail, Cart Lane Kid is pacing in 4. Outside 5 is Kokan Fella. 6th, that's Reality's Choice. They move on past the opening quarter. Looking at it from 7 is Nicky Mint. Then Lamborghini's Pride, and Yadu is at the back of the field. They move on to the upper turn. Cherokee Hanover will dictate the early pace. Leads the field by 1 length with Hillview Alora sitting tight up second. Weston Miracle locked into the rail is third. Parked on the outside is Kokan Fella racing from 4. They continue off the top turn, approaching the halfway point. Cherokee Hanover and Hillview Alora continue to race 1-2 on the outside, and pacing third is Kokan Fella. Locked in, Weston Miracle is 4th. Up on the limb and racing in 5 is Nicky Mint. Out the rail, Cart Lane Kid has 6. Lamborghini's Pride from 7. Then Reality's Choice, and out the back of the field is Yadu. They were over the half in 1:01 and 2/5 seconds. Down the backside for the final time. Cherokee Hanover still leads it by a length. Hillview Alora second. Kokan Fella on the outside races third. Weston Miracle at the rail, locked in as 4th. Nicky Mint in 5. They move on past the 3/4. Cherokee Hanover, Kokan Fella on the outside is now second. Hillview Alora is dropping back on the inside. Lamborghini's Pride is moving up 3 wide for third. They move on past the 7/8. Out front, it's still Cherokee Hanover by 2 lengths. Cocan Fella is second. Lamborghini's Pride on the limb third. Nicky Mitt fourth. Cart Lane Kid in 5. 1:32 and 2 the 3/4. Down the stretch for the final time. Cherokee Hanover, Cocan Fella, Lamborghini's Pride. It will be Cherokee Hanover winning it. Second is Cocan Fella, and the show spot to Lamborghini's Pride. Riding back, the 8th race winner, number 1 Cherokee Hanover, a 10-year-old gelding by Tyler B. By Blair Laffin. Robert Laffin driving the mile in 2:02. Race number 9, Matski, BC's Majestic, Parkhurst. Exit 13, Rockin' Michael, Canal Street, Jersey Ike, Brian's Goose, and Glengarry Misty. They're off and pacing. Parkhurst off the gate first, looking for the lead. BC's Majestic driving out second up on the outside, exit 13. He is caught 40, racing third on the inside. That's Matski racing from 4. Settling in 5 is Canal Straight. Glengarry Misty has 6 from 7 is Rockin' Michael. Getting away in the 8th spot is Jersey Ike. And Brian's Goose trails the field. We move past the opening quarter. Parkhurst out front leads the way by 1 length. BC's Majestic gets away in the pocket. Finding a seat third is exit 13. Matski next in line 4th. Canal Straight holds onto the 5 spot. Campaigning the rail is Glengarry Misty in 6 from 7 is Rockin' Michael. And the trailers are Jersey Ike and Brian's Goose, who moves to the outside. 28 and 4 was the opening quarter. They move off the top turn, approaching the half. Parkhurst continues to chart the path. Leads it by a length and a half. BC's Majestic getting a perfect journey. Here comes Canal Street now, hustled up on the outside to challenge for the lead. Also on the move on the outside is Glengarry Misty, 4th. Inside exit 13 has 5. 6th on the outside is Rockin' Michael. Matski in 7. Outside, Brian's Goose in 8, and Jersey Yank is trailing. On to the backstretch, 59 and 2/5 seconds the half. Parkhurst continues in the front end by 3 parts of a length. Canal Straight right there, second. BC's Majestic is racing third. Glengarry Misty gets a second over Journey in 4. At the rail in 5 and locked in exit 13. 6th on the outside is Rockin' Michael. They head on to the upper turn. Parkhurst by 1 length on the inside. BC's Majestic reclaims second. Dropping back is Canal Street. 3rd exit 13 is 4th. Glengarry Misty in 5. Rockin' Michael 3 wide 6. 1:29 and 2 the 3/4. They move off the top turn. Parkhurst by 2 lengths. BC's Majestic second. Canal Street trying to hang on for 3rd. Rockin' Michael the outside is 4th. Down the lane it's all Parkhurst. Finishing second is BC's Majestic. Rockin' Michael getting up for 3rd. Back in victory lane, the 9th race winner, number 3 Parkhurst, the 6-year-old gelding of Panorama. Owned by Bobby Drake, Boyd Patton, George Cannon, and John Drake. Gary McDonald driving. The mile at 1:59 flat. Race number 10, Renrag Flame, Baker Who, Bo Barlow, Fleet Director, MD Waverly, Dunmore McCoy, Keystone Meister, Cole Sarah, and Dr. LC. They're off and pacing at the rail. Renrag Flame away looks for the lead. Baker Who on the outside is second. Up 3 wide is Fleet Director 3rd. Dr. LC gets away at the rail in 4. On the inside, Bo Barlow sits in 5. On the outside, Dunmore McCoy has 6. MD Waverly from 7. Keystone My Star is 8. And Cole Sarah is out the back of the field. They head to the opening quarter. Baker Who moves on and leads it by a length and a half. Ren Rag Flame is racing second. Tied up is Fleet Director third, followed by Dr. LC fourth. Bo Barlow at the rail in 5. MD Waverly has 6. Parked out. Dunmore McCoy in 7. From 8 is Keystone MyStar, and Cole Sarah trails the field. 29-3 was the opening quarter. They make their way off the top turn. Baker Who by a length and a half. Ren Rag Flame gets the golden trip. Third is Fleet Director. Fourth, that's Dr. LC on the inside, racing in 5 is Bo Barlow up on the outside. Dunmore McCoy, they check in at the halfway point, and Baker Who remains out front with Ren Rag Flame in pursuit. Second, Fleet Director. Third, Dunmore McCoy moves up on the outside. Fourth, Dr. LC has 5. Keystone MyStar second over in 6. Bo Barlow has 7. Then Cole Sarah and MD Waverly's out the back. 1:04 was the half. They continue down the back stretch for the final time. Baker Who maintaining a length and a half advantage over Ren Rag Flame. Dunmore McCoy moving up into contention. Third. On the inside, Fleet Director is 4th. On the outside and racing 5. And looking to go 3 wide is Keystone MyStar. They head onto the upper turn. It's Baker Who on the inside, reclaiming second. Ren Rag Flame on the outside. That's Keystone MyStar now taking aim. They continue off the top turn. 1:32 and 2 3/4. 3 of them across the track. At the rail, Baker Who. Ren Rag Flame in the center. Keystone MyStar 3 wide. Third. Fleet Director is 4th. Through the stretch, Ren Rag Flame. Keystone MyStar. Ren Rag Flame wins it. Keystone MyStar and Baker Who. Riding back, the winner of race 10, number 1, Ren Rag Flame, a 5-year-old bay gelding by Brigadier General, owned by Nathaniel Spence, trained by Danny Davis. Jim Davis picking up his second win of the afternoon, mile in 2:02. Race number 11, Comical Noble, Helen's Memory, Rum Major, Who's Your General, Kilker and Fury, Big Gene and Paradox. Here they come. They are off and pacing. Rum Major gets the first call at the rail. Comical Noble moves out second. Away racing third is Helen's Memory. Who's Your General settles in 4th. Up on the limb in 5 is Big Gene. Then Kilker and Fury and Paradox is at the back. They move on to the backside. Time 1 as they approach the quarter. Rum Major on top will set the early tempo. Leads it by a length. Comical Noble is second. Moving up to find room in 3 is Big Gene. Helen's Memory races 4. Who's Your General? Kilker and Fury on the outside. And trailing is Paradox. They move on to the upper turn. Led up front by number 4, Rum Major. A 1-length advantage over Comical Noble with Big Gene down at the rail racing in a 3. Moving up on the outside, that's Helen's Memory now 3rd, giving cover to Kilker and Fury on the limb 5th off the turn. 30 seconds was the opening quarter. They approach the half. Rum Major still on top by a length. Comical Noble getting a perfect journey. Helen's Memory is first over, 3rd. Second over on the outside is Kilker and Fury. Big Gene is locked in at the rail. Then Who's Your General and Paradox can see them all as they move on to the 5/8. The half in a minute, 1/5. It's still Rum Major by a length. Comical Noble second. Helen's Memory outside is racing 3rd. Nowhere to go for Big Gene 4th. Second over in 5 is Kilker and Fury. Then Paradox and Who's Your General. They approach the 3/4. Rum Major maintaining a 1-length advantage. Outside, that's Helen's Memory. Down on the inside is Comical Noble. Kilker and Fury looks to go 3 wide. 4th, Big Gene is still locked in 5th. Then Paradox has 6. They head past the 7/8. 1:30 and 3 to the 3/4. Rum Major now skips off to 2.5 lengths. With Comical Noble trying to hang in second. Helen's Memory is 3rd. Wide on the outside. Here comes Paradox through the stretch for the final time. Rum Major, Comical Noble, Big Gene going to the passing lane, but they're not getting to Rum Major. Finishing second. It's close. Back in victory lane, the 11th race winner, number 4, Rum Major, 4-year-old gelding by Silent Majority. Over the RG Group Limited, trained and driven to victory by Henry Smallwood. The mile in 2 minutes flat. Twelfth and final dash, second look, Whisper Genie, Kill Karen Jake, Mr. Dithers, Tigers Ronico, Shadows Brash, Flashing Beacon, Champagne Tiffany, and Stoner Excel Patron. They're off and pacing. Second look at the rail is away looking for the lead. Up on the outside, on the far outside, is Flashing Beacon as they race into the first turn. Second look comes away on top. Stoner Excel Patron second. Flashing Beacon hustled up on the outside third. Settling in, racing in 4 as they move into the backstretch is Kill Karen Jake. At the rail and racing from 5 is Whisper Genie. Shadows Brash has 6. Champagne Tiffany from 7. As they continue down the backstretch, sitting in 8 is Tigers Ronico. And well back and trailing Mr. Dithers. Into the turn. They approach the 3/8. Second look in charge by a length and a half. Flashing Beacon giving chase second. On the inside, Stoner Excel Patron is racing third. Next in line of 4th is Kill Karen Jake. Whisper Genie has 5. Shadows Brash takes a look from 6. In 7 is Champagne Tiffany. Tigers Ronico is 8 and Mr. Dithers well back. They approach the halfway point. Second look continues to chart the path. Moving to the outside is Flashing Beacon second. On the inside, racing third, Stoner Excel Patron. Second over in 4 is Kill Karen Jake. Whisper Genie in 5. On the outside, Shadows Brash is 6th. They dip into the turn. 29 and 3 was the quarter. The half reached in 1:01 as they continue on to the backstretch. Second look, maintaining a 1-length advantage. Stoner Excel Patron on the inside. Outside is Flashing Beacon. Kill Karen Jake now asked to go 3 wide. They approach the 3/4. Kill Karen Jake out there 3 deep. Is now sticking ahead in front. At the rail, second look, Flashing Beacon in the center. They head on to the 7/8. Kill Karen Jake leads by 3 parts of a length. Flashing Beacon is second. On the inside, second look, third, Shadows Brash coming 3 wide, 4th. On the inside, racing in 5, Stoner Excel Patron. They were past the 3/4 in 1:33 and 3. They straighten out for the stretch drive. Kill Karen Jake clear by 2.5 lengths. With Flashing Beacon giving chase second. On the outside, Shadows Brash is now third, but it will be Kill Karen Jake to win it. Second is Flashing Beacon. Shadows Brash is third. Running back in victory lane, the 12th race winner, number 3, Kill Karen Jake, a 3-year-old gelded son of Oil Count with Triple D Farms of Freetown, PEI. Trained by Elton Miller. Robert Laffin with his 3rd win of the afternoon. He gives Kill Karen Jake a new race record, 2:04 3/5.